What's happening?
I believe we did.
After TrollsBandTogetherFan have audacity to make a diss video about me and tell me to F me, time to do another payback, so take that! Hello everyone, this is your good old neighbor Nick Hicks Spider-Verse and Frozen 2 and Kim Possible Fan 2001, and welcome to another review in my YouTube channel. Today I am doing a movie rant to one of the worst superhero movie of 2016 and one of the most disappointing movie of 2016, which is none other than the David Ayer version of the Suicide Squad. Enough talking, enough further ado, with Rant time. Anyway, I was really looking forward to this film after I saw the Comic-Con trailer of this film. After I saw the Comic-Con trailer of this film right here, I was really looking forward to it because I just really like how the DC film are so dark and so gritty and no need to be as a Marvel level. But after Warner Brothers completely had lost their freaking mind and completely ruined the film, they completely cut the film and they completely rushed this film because DC movie is trying to copy of the MCU, trying to copy of the MCU formula, which how many times do I have to tell you, you WB knucklehead? How many times do I have to tell you? Do not copy Marvel. Stop being like Marvel. Stop copying Marvel. It's stupid. It's idiotic. So stop it. Anyway, so after we saw the other trailers, I gotta say, but I couldn't believe why that film was trying to be like the Guardian of the Galaxy. I gotta say, but the trailer just completely ruined my hype of the film because I just really want to see this film to be like a dark and gritty, not the version from the Guardian of the Galaxy. I gotta say, but this film is the Guardian of the Galaxy done bad. So who could mean that the Guardian of the Galaxy 1 and 2 and 3, which is a way better movie than the Suicide Squad directed by James Gunn. So who could mean me, people? Anyway, so after I saw this film to myself, I gotta said, what a complete letdown. I gotta said, this is the worst superhero movie of 2016. And not just that, it's honestly is one of my top 10 worst movie of 2016. I gotta say, but this is the most let down and in the most disappointing movie of 2016. And before I get to my rage, but I still have some two good things about this film. I think the soundtrack is the best part of the movie because anyway, I think the soundtrack is the best part of the movie. I meant to say, I didn't say the B word, I say movies, so I'm not stupid. Anyway, honestly guys, so one of my favorite songs of the soundtrack, which is none other than the Hero song, sang by, let me see who's the artist's name who sang that song, 21 Point. I gotta say, but that Hero song, it's got to be one of my favorite songs by 21 Point. I gotta say, but that Sucker for Pain, honestly, I gotta say, but that song is easily one of my favorite rap songs of 2016. Sucker the pain. I love that song. That song's my jam. Anyway, and the song called Purple by Rick Roll. Like, ooh, ooh. What do you sound like gorilla, man? Could sound like a gorilla. Anyway, that song is the only good song I like from Rick Roll. Because honestly, guys, I'm not a huge fan of Rick Roll. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of his song back in the day. I mean back then because I'm just not a huge fan of Rick Roll. Like honestly, guys, his catchphrase go oof oof oof. What do you sound like gorilla? What do you sound like gorilla? Stop it! It's annoying. And the last good part I like from this film, I do have a crush on Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Honestly, guys, at least Margot Robbie Harley Quinn is the only character that did not get ruined because Margot Robbie was having fun in this film, which I do really like Margot Robbie. Honestly, like I said, but to be strange enough, Margot Robbie is kind of honestly, guys, to be honest, Margot Robbie is kind of remind me of the actress that she's from The Babysitters and even Ready or Not. So honestly, guys, who agree with me? Anyway. And that's my positive end. The rest of the movie, oh boy, let's grab the Harley Quinn weapon and get ready. And get ready to do something for this film and the new one. Let's talk about the story. Okay, has to be is one of the is one of the worst story I have ever seen for a comic book movie from the DCEU. Like, come on. The Suicide Squad is not all about the Superman threat. Like, come on. I want to watch the Zack Snyder Justice League, which is a way better DC movie. Than the David L. Suicide Squad. Like, honestly, guys, the Suicide Squad is all about going on the suicide mission. If they die, that does not matter because they are prisoners. Why the woman completely team up with the Suicide Squad villain and go on the suicide mission. But that's what the Suicide Squad is all about. Not all about the Superman threat. If you want to make that type of story, why not? You could just do it in the Zack Snyder Justice League. Don't do it in the Suicide Squad. That's not that's not what the Suicide Squad is all about. And now we're gonna get to the characters. OMG, this is the worst written characters I have ever seen by David L. And I would have watched a way better David L. movie, which is Nathan the Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. Or people call it a B movie too, which cannot wait to talk about that film. That would be a much better David L. movie than the Suicide Squad. So who going to me, people? So anyway, now we're gonna get to the Captain Boomerang. I honestly do not like Captain Boomerang. Captain Boomerang was completely idiotic in this film. So like I said, Captain Boomerang is such an idiotic character that such an idiotic character that he might crack some joke and drink some beer. Like, come on, put that beer down and get ready for fight. Anyway, and now we're gonna get to the one guy who's with the skeleton and his makeup. His makeup's kind of remind me of skeleton. Blowing the fire. I guess that, but that character was really horrible. Like, come on, that character is completely disaster. Like, that is the worst. That is the worst design characters I have seen for David Ayer movies. And to be honest, I already know that some people really like Bloodshot, performed by Will Smith. But I got sad. But I take that back what I just said about Will Smith as the Oscars from the Shark Tale movies. But I guess that, but him as Bloodshot, that is the worst performance I have ever seen by Will Smith. Honestly, guys, I already know that some people say him as a genie is one of his worst performance that he ever did. Well, to be honest, number one, I haven't seen Aladdin 2019, and second of all, I am not watching that piece of crap. So yeah. Anyway, guys, and here's some of the characters. They completely butchers the most, which is none than Rick Flag. Like, come on. His character in the James Gunn Suicide Squad is a lot better version of, Rick Flag than what we got back in 8 years ago. Like, honestly, guys, I couldn't believe why this film, it's been 8 years when this film came out, which, time do go fast, isn't it? Like, honestly, guys, this is a type of superhero movie that you should not watch, so yeah. Anyway, and the Killer Croc, I gotta say, I like Killer Croc in the comment, but him, OMG, that does not feel like Killer Croc. So why in the world that he's wearing a jacket? Killer Croc did not wear a jacket. So why in the world he's wearing a jacket? That's not Killer Croc, because Killer Croc is a crocodile. So why in the world the crocodile is wearing a freaking jacket? So yeah. And now we're gonna get to the characters. I'm sorry. And now we're gonna get to some character that I absolutely do not like, and I'll get the Joker in a minute, which is Jared Leto Joker. So yeah. Anyway, now we're gonna get to the character. Her name is Walter. I gotta say, I honestly do not like that crap. Like, she was really terrible. She was really boring. And honestly, guys, when I saw her in the screen, I was like, yawn. Yeah, she is the most boringest and the lame characters in this film. Who grouped me her as the main antagonist in the James Gunn Suicide Squad, which is a way better, and who grouped me that her cameo in Black Adam, which is a way better, and her cameo in Peacemakers are way better than her character in the David L. Suicide Squad. So who grouped me, people? And now we're gonna get to the worst Joker in the history of mankind, which is none other than the Jared Leto Joker. No offense to Jared Leto Joker, but him as a Joker, that is the worst version I have ever seen by Joker. Like, come on. Who could mean that the Joker from the Dark Knight, and even the Joker Phoenix Joker, or even the Heath Ledger Joker, are a much better Joker than the Joker that we got back in 8 years ago? And even I am not a fan of the Batman 1966 Joker, which I think that Joker is really corny. But I guess that, but who good me, that Joker is way more tolerable than the Jared Leto Joker. Like, his catchphrase, it was completely horrible. Like, honestly, guys, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad. Oh my god, his performance is terrible. Honestly, guys, especially in the one line, I just think that I am watching a Toy Story. Honestly, he said this, I can't wait to show you my toys. I rather watch the Toy Story movie, which is a way better, which honestly, I was not compared this film into a Toy Story, which that is a Phil Wepper claim. So let's take that. Let's take that back. And now we're gonna get to the worst villain of the movie. Her name is Enchantress. OMG, screw Enchantress, people. I am not talking about the film. I am not talking about the film, that made by Disney back in 2007 and 2022. No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about the different name. Honestly, it sounds like Enchantress, but it sounds like a different name, honestly. So let's call her Enchantress. So we're gonna get to the villain of the movie. Her name is Enchantress. OMG. Screw this villain. I gotta say, but this is the worst superhero villain I have ever seen in 2016. I gotta say, but honestly, no. I think her is the second worst villain of 2016 for a superhero genre. But the worst superhero villain of 2016, which is none than Lex Luthor for Batman v Superman. OMG, I cannot stand that kind of Lex Luthor. Honestly, that does not feel like Lex Luthor. I'm very sorry I took this film way too seriously, which I honestly do not care. So, I'm doing this for TrollsBandTogetherFan payback. So, honestly, I just deal with it. But her dancing, it go like this. That dancing is so cringe and bunch of wokeness. Who grew me that the Cheerleader dance scene and Kim Possible movie Stitch in Time back in 2003, which is a way better dance scene than the dance scene that we got in this film. Like, who in the right mind want to see a villain want to dance like this?
It's kind of like watching a comedy film than a superhero movie. That's just stupid.
And now we're gonna get to the humor. OMG, the humor is absolutely abomination. Like, come on. We got one guy who was talking to Jennifer the Joker. He was go like this. Honka honka.
Oh my god.
Honestly, guys, who grew me that every single humor in Kim Possible and even Frozen 2 or even Across the Spider-Verse are a much better comedy humor than the humor that we got in this film. Like, honka honka. Who wrote this? That's so stupid. And now we're gonna get to the screenwriting and the dialogue and the writing. OMG. This is the most swabbiest and the most, in the most messiest writing I ever seen for a superhero movie, because the writing in this film was completely terrible. It's completely a really disgrace to every single superhero movie, and I honestly do not like it. And so yeah. Anyway, and the cinematography, I cannot give the cinematography another. Another try. But the cinematography, I cannot give that thing in the past. I'm about to say, but the cinematography, I gotta say, but honestly, even I'm just getting sick of tired using that cheap and lazy term, but I'm gonna do it. But honestly, guys, let's not use it. Honestly, let's not use it. Honestly, guys, let's not use it. Anyway, the cinematography, it looks bland, it looks forgettable. So I gotta say, it looks bland and forgettable. So yeah. Anyway, and the makeup and hairstylish. Why this film got winning for best makeup and hairstylish at the Academy Award? Have you lost your mind? How this film got won at the Academy Award for best makeup and hairstylish? I gotta say, but the only good thing about the makeup and hairstylish, which is none than a costume design by Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and her makeup is really beautiful, which I do agree. Margot Robbie makeup is really attractive. But like I said, but most of the makeup and hairstylish in this film, like I said, it looks absolutely unfinished. It looks absolutely god awful. So god awful is not even funny. But the worst makeup and hairstylish, which is none than the work of the Joker. That does not feel like a Joker. That feel like a homo people. Yup, it's kind of remind me of the homo people. So yeah. Anyway, in the action scene, I honestly despise the action scene, like the climax, the opening, and even the elevator fight scene. Which I do, man. The elevator fight scene by Harley Quinn is, it's the only good part of this. It's the only good scene in this film, which she was really beautiful. Was she kicking the villain's butt in the elevator, which I might use that scene for Kim Possible movie too, which, yeah. Anyway, and the climax. This is the worst climax of 2016. I'm in the superhero genre. Because the climax in this film, it was completely shaky cam, explosion, fireworks, and all I gotta say about the car chase is the most overrated scene in that film. So why do we need a Ben Affleck's Batman in this film? We do not want Ben Affleck's Batman in this film, and I feel sorry for Ben Affleck as Batman in this film. So yeah. Anyway, and the one thing I absolutely did not like this film, which is that this film was trying to be too hard to be as the Guardian of the Galaxy. Warner Brothers, we do not want to see the Suicide Squad version of the Guardian of the Galaxy. And to be honest, we do not want to see the Suicide Squad trying to be like the Zack Snyder universe. Like, I just want David L. to keep the Suicide Squad to his own movie. Because why do we need this film had to connect the story to the Snyderverse? But honestly, guys, I honestly do not want the David L. cut, because I just heard back in 4 years ago that we're going to get a David L. cut, but due to David Zaslav and James Gunn is controlling Warner Brothers, yeah, honestly, guys, that cut is never going to happen. So yeah. So overall, guys, the Suicide Squad directed by David L. is one of the worst versions I have ever seen in the for a Suicide Squad, and this is the worst superhero movie of 2016, and this is the most major letdown movie of 2016. Honestly, guys, do you seriously thinking that people would say this film is is their favorite superhero movie? Do you honestly think that you have your friend to say that, hey, look at that, my dude. Hey, look at that, my dude. We're gonna watch a Suicide Squad movie. Hey, no, get that out of my face. People deserve watch a way better superhero movie like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, or even Spider-Man No Way Home, or even the Avengers Infinity War, the Avengers Endgame, or even Watchmen directed by Zack Snyder. If you want to watch a way better DC movie, go watch the underrated Shazam Fury of the God. And honestly, guys, if you want to watch a way better version of the Suicide Squad, go watch the James Gunn Suicide Squad. That, honestly, guys, now that is a version that we that we should have gotten than this version right here. But honestly, guys, who agree with me that the James Gunn Suicide Squad is a lot better movie because that film has a lot better story, a lot better characters, and a lot better action scene because the action scene should have been brutal, but the action scene that we got in this film, it was completely cartoony, so yeah. Anyway, honestly guys, I'm not gonna go way too far to give this film like a 1 out of 10, but due to this film has some fantastic soundtrack and have one of the most have one of the most attractive version I ever seen. For Harley Quinn. But to be honest, more I think about this film and more I say bad thing about this film have got worse every single time I think about this film after 8 years later. 8 years later, people still hate this film, and people put this film at the top 10 worst movie of 2016. Honestly, guys, this film was completely a mess. Honestly, guys, and before I get to the rating, we have to talk about honestly, guys, and now we're gonna talk about the scene that got cut in the movie. I honestly hated it that happened. Like, come on. Let me tell you so many scenes that got cut in the movie. So I think Grace Runoff said it in her Suicide Squad review, which her review is a much better than this film right here. So who could me be people? So yeah, anyway, when we go to the Suicide Squad YouTube channel, anyway, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. Honestly, I'm very sorry about the mouthful for a second. So I think she said that I think the scene that got cut in the movie. Let me see. Hold on a minute. I think it's in the spoiler. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on a minute. What is it at anyway? There it is. But honestly, guys, there's so many scenes that completely cut the film. Do you remember in the trailer when Joker go ha 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 while he waiting on the ground with his chain on him? That scene was not in the movie. Did you see the scene when Harley Quinn pointing gun at January the Joker? That scene was not in the movie because Warner Brothers was kind of worried. It's kind of being a baby. Kind of be a baby because that scene is kind of scare kids for life, which is a PG-13. Like, honestly, guys, who cares about that? Because this film should have been rated R, honestly. So yeah, hold on a minute, guys. So honestly, guys, do you remember the scene when January Joker look at the suitcase and tell what it is? That scene was not in the movie. And did you see the scene when Harley Quinn asks a member of the Suicide Squad that you want some something to drink? Well, guess what? That scene was not in the movie. Like, honestly, guys, I completely hate the editing of this film. The editing of this film, this has to be one of the most sloppiest and the worst editing I have ever seen for a Suicide Squad movie. Anyway, I'm done. Anyway, I'm gonna give the David L. Suicide Squad a 2 out of 10. It's a freaking 2 out of 10. It's a awful movie, and I'm giving this a messy movie a seal of Nick garbage. Sorry, guys, that was my movie rant to one of the worst superhero movie of 2016, which is better than the David L. version of the Suicide Squad. I'm very sorry I took this film way to an extreme, but like I said, I was just doing it for comedy purposes, so don't, just don't call me out, and just don't call me out, because I don't have time with your butt. Anyway, guys, so if you guys really enjoy this film, I totally respect your opinion. And I am so glad that you really like the film instead of me. But anyway, we all agreed that the David L. Suicide Squad, just got ruined by the Warner Brothers executive, which is none other than Walter Romana, Tommy Emmerich, and Jeff Johns. Thank goodness those clowns got fired, and thank goodness the Lord we got James Gunn is controlling the DC movie. So what's up, Superman Legacy would be a lot better movie than the David L. Suicide Squad. So who good me be people? Anyway, if you enjoyed this rant, if you want to see more of this Raceman video, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share the video with your whole family. And honestly, guys, so tell me, Tell me what's your favorite superhero movie of 2016. For me, I think Captain America Civil War is added out is one of my favorite superhero movie of 2016. I don't understand why TrollsBandTogetherFan hate that awesome movie. So screw his opinion on Captain America Civil War. So screw it. Anyway, honestly guys, that's my payback for TrollsBandTogetherFan, and I really hope he won this lesson. Oh, for crying out loud, he's not gonna win this lesson. He's not gonna win this lesson. Honestly, guys, he's gonna click this video. He's gonna say, "Oh, you did win on the Suicide Squad. That's honestly one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. You know what? I'm gonna do a line of you." Oh my goodness.
It's a fucking lunatic. Oh my god.
Anyway, guys, I'm very sorry about that. I was completely uncalled for, so I'm very sorry. Anyway, guys, here's so many. Anyway. Let's get back. Let's forget what I just said. So yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more of this beautiful Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn on notification, and share this video. Share this video with your whole family. And sorry, guys, I forgot to mention. Happy National Woman Day. Because honestly, guys, this is the main reason why this poster looks different than my actual poster. Because the main reason why I had to pick Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn poster is because of the fact that number one, she's attractive, and number two, it was International Woman Day, so I gotta do something special for this video. So yeah. Anyway, guys, have a great night, everyone, and I see you guys next time. And once again, adios and good night.